Hello to those who chosen pile one. So this pile, is gonna I could think just start this whole thing I'm gonna do with a big bang because a shitload of cards came out for y'all. Right now on the screen, I'm gonna put up the picture that y'all got. I tagged whoever did this tattoo down below because they do amazing work. This is what's representing how the stranger feels about you in general, or maybe this representing what the stranger is. Okay, this is how, yeah, the stranger views you. The way they see you is that you cut through the bullshit, and I feel like to the average person, not turn them on. Does that make sense? Maybe I'll just give a few examples. So it could literally be that physically, like your face or maybe your body proportions to others would seem unappealing because everyone just likes symmetry, or your style or just your attitude can turn people off, like you're not for everyone. The vibes I'm also getting from this picture that I feel like they see like other people pity you or other people feel bad for you. And I think it's because of your past specifically. You know how people in go to prison, they come out and often you can tell that they've been in prison. And like one of the big significators is like their shoulders, they're hunched forward. I just feel like you have those little significators that you've been through it. But regardless of me saying this stuff, I feel like these are negative stuff. Like, but the way that your person views it is that you're really resilient, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're athletic, and you know what you want. You're sure of yourself, and you just don't give an F if anyone finds you attractive or not. Like I know I was saying these things about maybe people get turned off by you, but you could care less because you're just being yourself, or you're like, well, I'm not about to get plastic surgery because I'm fine with my face. So, as you should, Part One, as you should. I'm done looking at this photo now. There's going to be three sections, and this portion is what does the stranger think about you in general? You either got all major cards or you got nothing but cups, and then you got the heart chakra. So, I think that really says something here, okay? Okay, starting off with the Empress, this is how this person thinks of you, right? How they view you. The first sentence I got was that I'm not supposed to appeal towards the masses. I'm only supposed to appeal towards the few. And those few are the people that are in need of your help or they're in need of your guidance. Not as a person, if you got like an independent business going on. If it's not that, you have like a career where it's more individual focused and you only take on very few clients, or let's say you spend time at charity or whatever you volunteer, those are the only places you volunteer. You have, with the Empress, you have a very rigid routine and you're only loyal to a few and you can only fit a few in your schedule. But also with the Empress, they see you as you have a lot of free time on your hands to play with. So not only are you successful in your career, but you give yourself like enough time too to have time for yourself so that way you don't get overworked or burnt out. But overall, they're seeing you as very, very successful. I'm getting that from this person's perspective. Whoever you're giving help to or guidance to don't deserve it. And I don't know if that stigma's on mental health, or it could be that they actually know these people who are like fawning over you. They take you for granted. They don't see your full worth. Like, imagine if you're a mother and you have three teens, and in that teenage phase, like, sometimes you just rebel, and they're taking the mother for granted. That's an analogy I can make with how they feel about the people around you that you help out. And it's funny because I know in the picture, I was talking about how you're very intimidating and people get turned off by looking at you and blah, blah, but in their eyes, they feel like they can see right through that first layer. And I think the first layer was that picture where people know about your past, people make assumptions about you, and probably the way that you come across is very stoic or maybe like you're a hard person. But with the Empress, they can see that you're a very nurturing and caring person. You know how I was talking about how they feel like you give attention or you provide your loyalty to others who don't deserve it? With the Six of Cups, they're like, if pile one were to just give me that love, like if pile one were to just open, like put down their boundaries and let me in and be one of those people that they also take care of or they also have reciprocal connection with, I can do pile one justice. Because with the Six of Cups, they are really eager to have an equal exchange with you. So this is the kind of person that everyone fantasizes about sexual things, but they're more of their fantasies are focused on having an actual bond with you, like what couples would do or what friends would do. Y'all go out and have a really fun time at like the water park, and after that, you go home and then you just watch Netflix, and then you just cuddle up with them, and you're just watching the movie, and y'all are laughing, y'all are talking, and there's no sexual desires, to be honest, that I'm getting in their fantasies. They just really want an emotional fulfillment. They think that you can fulfill. I know that sounds toxic, but it's not unhealthy, I swear. Because from where they're coming from, they have a lot to give. They already see what you can bring to the table. All right, Pawan. You can bring more than enough to the table, and they think that they're capable of matching you on that level, be able to have a reciprocal exchange. I think it's really significant that children are coming up in the Six of Cups. You both knew each other from childhood. If it's not that, one of y'all is younger. I'm just going to start with the analogy that y'all knew each other from the past. You two have watched each other grow up, and they've seen you flourish and grow up into like the beautiful empress you are right now. And it's so like satisfying. Like, those satisfying videos, like that's how I'm feeling on the inside, like after watching those satisfying videos. They thought that you were a beautiful person before, but now it's like, oh, you're stunning. Like, you're so unique. Like, you have to realize, Pawan, that in their eyes, no one can replace you. In this person's eyes, the block in this connection is the heart chakra. So they're coming up as the sun. Like, mind you both are coming up as majors. They see y'all as equals, and they're trying to penetrate the heart chakra, but they can't. So I think that could mean that they're trying ways to win your love or win your loyalty. It doesn't really feel like love. Like they just want to start this off slowly, but they want you to put down your boundaries and you have not. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of disappointment when I'm looking at the sorceress card. Okay, so this is you, the sorceress, and like this is the heart chakra, right? They think that you see them or anyone else like them as, I got no connection with you. I have no interest in starting anything with you. I'm not going to gain anything from this. I'm my most powerful like creator in this life. I'm doing great. I don't need anyone to add more to my abundance, or I don't need any love connection. I don't need anything new in my life. Whatever I have in my life, I'm content with it. I just don't need anything new. Like that's the way you're coming from, a very, very hyper independent state, is how they're seeing it. That's their justification for why it's hard. They have a hard time trying to penetrate your boundaries, is because like you don't really need anyone. So you got two Three of Cups. That's interesting. So first I'm looking at Three Cups, all right, okay? I mean upright. Like this person really wants an emotional connection, an emotional reciprocation between you two. You're asking about them in a fucking pick a card, okay? It would mean the world to them if you were to reach out to them and start something new with them, like, or include them in activities, include them in things. Because with the Three of Cups, they don't expect you to go up to them and alone and start talking with them. It would be nice if you could invite them over to their group. Like, it would just be nice if you were a more inviting, friendly person. Because they really want you to also want them just like how they want you? They really want to get to know you so bad, Pawan. And the way that they see it too is that the others peoples around you would also be okay with them joining in on the fun, joining in on whatever activity that y'all be doing, whatever y'all are talking about. So they think it is socially acceptable for them to be a part of your little group. It's just a matter of you being open to it. So the energy of the heart chakra being blocked is also translating over here with this Three of Cups in reverse. Not only is your hyper independence stopping the way that they see it, stopping them from having emotional reciprocation from you, but with the Three of Cups in reverse, that's society and specifically their friends, their friend group, not being okay with them feeling any type of way about you. Even having thoughts about you, it's kind of odd or weird to them. And that links back with the picture that I initially showed, where people see you as really hard and tough. They get just turned off by you, and you would not be accepted in their circle. No matter how much they talk about how great you are or the potentials and all this stuff, their friends would just say a bunch of negative things about you or negative things about this potential connection, or like, why do you even bother with Power One? Just try someone else. Like, they don't understand. And then with the strength card, I'm really getting this is them. Okay, whoever you're asking about, they don't understand. No one understands around them the potential for y'all's connection, like how special of a person you really are. I feel like they see it as these people around them don't understand your worth, the accolades you've achieved in your career, and the emotional maturity you have right now. So in a way, there's kind of like a dichotomy because the friends around them or the people around them that they choose to surround themselves with are not vibing on their level. Because this is an incompatibility whenever it comes to morals and like maturity level. Maybe they're forced to surround themselves with these kind of immature people, but you're emotionally mature for them. You are enough for them. And they can't get the satisfaction from the friends or maybe the flings that they have with other people, the people that they've been dating. It's like them finding a rare gem in you. And of course, the others around them don't see this because they haven't found their own gem. So this person feels like they found their own gem inside, like as in like they know themselves. Not only surprised that this person has been through spiritual awakenings, and they see that in you, like, and they just observe you and they just notice this. You're probably very powerful, but for this person to acknowledge it, they're probably just as powerful as you. So that's interesting. The next pile is going to be this person's actions towards this connection. Right now, I'm channeling this Christian song. I'm not about to sing out. First off, I'm a horrible singer. If you've been watching my pick cards, you already know. I'll just keep that to myself. So these three up here, okay? This person, first off, is so in tune with spirits, not even I would think it's funny someone saying that they're in tune with spirit whenever they're not, but it's insane how in tune they are, and I think this is a reflection of how in tune you are. Okay, so once again, with these three, they understand that if they want something, they have to sacrifice something too. It says yin and yang in the middle. In order to have an opportunity, they have to, in turn, sacrifice a certain thing. So, an example is if this is their first time ever coming up to you and talking to you, their karma, the repercussion to get what they really want, which is to talk to you, they in turn have to, in a way, be okay with sacrificing their reputation or sacrificing these negative thought patterns of them, like maybe being scared to approach you. But this person is scared to approach you. I think it's more of their how they're seen by other people. And they understand that there's this sacrifice they have to make. This bitch is willing to make it for you. Ooh. With the Prince of Pentacles, it's in a planning stage. I would say at this moment, but I mean, it varies for everybody, but they're planning on offering you an offer that you cannot resist, okay? And with the seven of this, I was gonna say deception in reverse, they're okay with their friends making fun of them or judging them. And this is more of like every single day they're thinking about this. It's like baking and baking, and they're waiting until that perfect time whenever the cake is done and it's beautiful and gorgeous. But with that in mind, I'm getting really, really earthy vibes. I mean, you've got pentacles coming out and then the wood right in the middle. So I'm not surprised if one of y'all's are earth signs. From here on out, with the bottom three, feels kind of odd from the way this reading started, and even up here with the three. I don't take back what I said. This person is super freaking in line with with their intuition, with God's plan or whatever you believe in the universe is like plan for them. They have a knowing, but on the bottom three, it feels kind of odd because they want this certain interaction to play out like in a pathetic way. Like that's how I'd say a pathetic way. Do you want to know what I think it is? I think it's gonna accidentally play out in a pathetic way. Because I think this is coming into like the outcome. Prince of Pentacles, right? They've been thinking about the perfect time to approach you and with the perfect offer. And by the time this time comes, I think what's going to happen, they come up to you and their friends are around. No, regardless, their friends are around. Look, like there's even three people in the back. So their friends are watching, observing them, and they end up getting cold feet, kind of talking with you, them telling you, "Hey, can you help me with this? Can you give me advice on this?" But they don't look like a major card. That's all I'm gonna say. They look like a little minor arcana. And then to you, like you're the empress, like you're coming up and you're just like, "Oh yeah, well, I know this and this." Like, why do you ask? Like, the point is, I think this person has a crush on you, okay? And they cannot think. They cannot think. Their mind, their thoughts not working at all. They don't even understand how words are uttering out of their mouth. Whatever's spewing out of their mouth is at this point a wild card whenever they're talking with you. And all they're thinking about is, wow, look at Pawan. And then it's like my friends are looking at me. Oh my gosh. Like my friends are looking at Pawan too. Oh my gosh. Look, whatever is about to spew out of your mouth during this moment, they're not gonna process it. They don't understand any language. What? Anyways, with the wood, they don't want to leave this moment with you because they know that they're going to be embarrassed after. You don't even have to think about, like, oh, I'm going to be embarrassed after this. Like, it just happens. Like, you just know that after this moment, I'm going to be embarrassed with whatever, however, this interaction played out. So, with the wood, it's the aftermath, and being able to fully process what happened. And they're like, I'm an idiot. I cannot believe I said that. I could have phrased that way better. It's more of them being embarrassed by how you perceive them because they were also like other people's judgments on them, and then them actually talking with you was just too much. It was too overwhelming for them. They were not ready for it when they thought that they were. But with the Venus card, it's like interaction was so embarrassing. But I know now Pile One would be okay with coming up with to me now. It's okay the next time I come up to them alone without my friends. Because now we have this rapport, and maybe like your responses make them think that it's okay to have a connection with you. Like that's mainly it. They just want you to feel safe, empowered enough, and feel like they're on your level enough for you to be able to want them in their life again. And they think that they've succeeded, but it came with a cost. They thought that they were going to be a lot more self-confident and reassured about their action with the seven of deception. Like they understand like the yin and the yang, but it was a big yang. Like it was a like it was big. Like this negative cost. So in a way, they also see it as like high risk, high reward, a big loss, also a big success. That I would be surprised the person wants to be a business major. I don't know why I feel like saying that. Anyways, y'all. So tell me why a shitload of cards came out for y'all whenever it comes to how spirit views this person and or spirit's advice on this connection. Like you're gonna see. You're gonna see. Okay, down here you have the Three of Pentacles with the Virgo card. You know how I said I'm not surprised that one of y'all are Earth signs? I think both of y'all are Earth signs at this point. Definitely one has to be a Taurus. And then over here, the Virgo card came out, so maybe one of y'all Virgo. At the same time, the Devil card came out over there with the star. I don't, who knows? I'm repeating this for myself, so to be honest. Spirit's perspective on this person, and at this point on this connection too. Clearly, at the center of this whole thing is the feeling alone card with the Five of Fire. I was getting someone who is like, it's all vibes, bro. I feel like I'm laughing. It's probably not funny whenever I'm saying it. But I feel like this is you. You're leading this connection. It's up to you on what trajectory this connection goes on or how far it goes on. With the lamp, you're the one with the most mastery in like the spiritual arts, in this spiritual realm. Like you got it down pat. You are fucking powerful like this person, but it's insane how powerful you are in the spiritual realm. Like I cannot even conceive how powerful you are. And that's because I'm with it whenever it comes to spirituality, meditation, interacting with certain deities, interacting with certain ancestors, finding out things, because of the spiritual realm, have the access to stuff. But you have access to knowledge even I don't have access to. Spirit sees that you understand how pivotal this connection is going to be in your lifetime. The spiritual realm, how you can like create your own home. You've already done that, but this person came to your home and is like living there with you, or like y'all are already like a family in the spiritual realm, and you understand this. But with the King of Pentacles right on top of the Five of Fire, it's a matter of patience. You building the skill of fortitude and patience. And I'm sure you already know this. With the King of Pentacles, I'm also getting that in Egypt, how whenever they would bury loved ones or even like their own animals, they would mummify them. And sometimes they would even provide coffins for them and they put like jewelry, just a bunch of beautiful things for them to take in the afterlife. In the afterlife, you already know you're going to be so rich and abundant. You are definitely not poor in spirit. You'll never will be. Anyways, this is talking about you in spirit's perspective, and this is talking about whoever this person is. So you already coming up with a magician once again. You're coming up as a magician, and then in the cup was the Fool card, and the Fool card is going to lead to the Nine of Pentacles. You're the only one in the connection that can see the potential and the future that you're going to have with this person, and it's very, very significant. So I'm not surprised that this is your life partner, your life friend, like a best friend. I think it's a partnership, y'all. It's like that was the thing in the cups with the Fool, and spirit is seeing that it's like your buddy, you have a beautiful connection with this person in the spiritual realm, like with the Fool, like it's all fun and games. But with the Nine of Pentacles, you are nitpicking on the timing. You're definitely the one with the earth vibes right here because you're waiting for it to sprout or something. You're waiting for your plants or seeds to sprout, but spirit is telling you, yes, you have this mindset towards everything. I'm not surprised. You're a very, very patient person. That's okay. That's good. But with this connection, you're supposed to deal with it the complete opposite. You're supposed to be spontaneous, you're supposed to be fun, you're supposed to be like how you are in the spiritual realm with this person. And I think this connects back to your lesson whenever it comes to cups, whenever it comes to love. Love cannot be planned out, y'all. You cannot control someone's feelings. You cannot guess if this person is going to be cheating on you, if this person is going to be interested in someone else, like by the time y'all are like 2 years in. Yes, look at red flags. You can't know the future like that. You cannot know the little single details like that. And you are kind of nitpicking at the details about this person. This person has this pentacle, but they're lacking this pentacle or this pentacle. So what that could mean is like it's like any red flag is what they're lacking. And you're like, okay, well, I'm waiting until they have all those nine pentacles fulfilled, and then after that, I can go after them. When that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Like, that's not how you're supposed to be handling this person. In a way, you're just compartmentalizing this person. And in a way, that's also objectifying this person. You're not considering their emotions, y'all. So that's advice for you. And before I'm going to read this side for them, mind you, this is all majors. I'm going to read this bottom portion. So this is the King of Wands, and this is I don't know if you can see it, that's why, the Six of Pentacles. Lately in my readings, this Madonna song has been coming out. With these three in conjunction together, I'm getting the shadow side of Virgo is what this person epitomizes right now or what they often falter. I mean, no one's perfect, y'all. So the shadow side of Virgo for them is taking pride in having quality things around them. So that could be them fixated on people praising them for having material wealth, name brand things, a particular connections with certain celebrities, let's say. Everything of the external, this person does have a tendency to pride themselves over. And this in turn is like you're priding yourself on everything on the external, but you're not priding yourself on who the person you are on the inside, you know? So I can see how this person definitely has a selfish tendency. Okay, so I'm getting this example. So there's this anime called Psyche K, I think Psyche K, or The Life of Psyche, I think that's what it's called. And it's a funny anime, y'all should watch it. But there's this character, I forgot her name, but she has like blue hair and she has a golden aura around her throughout the whole anime. Every single time she comes on, it's kind of like trope for her where she gets anything she wants because she's beautiful, because everyone thinks she's pretty. She has a huge crush on Psyche because Psyche's a psychic and Psyche can read her mind, and she says very mean and selfish thoughts about people where she feels like she's entitled to certain things, and she honestly has a gross personality. She's a gross person inside. On the external, no one would think that. Everyone falls for her looks and for her beautiful aura. You know, everyone thinks she's an angel, and I feel like that's how everyone else sees this person except for you, and that's what makes you stand out to this person. Yeah, just so much earth vibes. It's insane. I think that this, in a sense, because I'm learning from this too. Every single reading I do, I learn from it, and I think the amount of pentacles here is representing that this is gonna be like your future partner. That y'all are gonna stay in y'all's lives like forever. The Six of Pentacles right next to, you know how I said like the shadow side of Virgo. You humble this person, and if anything, you make them want to give to you. You make them want to conform to you, not in a bad way, like not to be you. They actually start considering someone's emotional responses, just like the little things you do whenever you care about someone. That's how this person feels towards you. But this is, they love you. The longer you're gonna have this bond with this person, they're gonna love you even more. If y'all start a family together, there's just like an emotional, it's kind of a little odd, like I guess because they were raised very selfishly, they literally just don't care about anyone else except for you. And if y'all have kids, then your kids, but like that's it. So what I mean by that is like they could have best friends for lives or their parents, like their siblings. There's just an emotional disconnection with them. Like they just don't put them first. They always put themselves first. But it's the complete opposite whenever it comes with you and the children that y'all are gonna have. Anyways, that's the shadow side Virgo, and then over here with the Three of Pentacles, you're the only person that this person is willing to change for, and they're willing to improve themselves on. Because with the King of Pentacles, they see it as like I have nothing to work on with myself. Like I'm fine, you know, a little cocky, selfish attitude. But with the Three of Pentacles, as soon as they align with you, it's like, oh wow, like I actually have stuff to work on. You know, I have to be better for Power One. That like I'm not gonna let Power One deal with my messiness. So I'm just gonna fix it on my own. Like I'm not even surprised if they ask you for advice on certain things about themselves or certain attributes about themselves that they can improve on. But this is them constantly checking in with you. Am I being too annoying or am I being too selfish with you? Am I doing this? And this is just another way of them showing that they actually really care about you. Now, moving on to this portion about them and Spirit's advice for them, I guess. With the Star card, I'm getting the song by Maxo Cream. I forgot what it's called. There was no advice on this person's side because this person, all they have to do is follow their intuition, and they are going to follow their intuition with the Justice card, and the outcome is just like how I told you before in the advice, like they're going to come up to you. Their only advice is to want to continue to pursue you and to get to know you and to always be around you. I think, you know what, with the Justice, okay, because it's starting off with the Devil, and this is them wanting to pursue this connection so bad. So they're going to pursue it, but this is them having issues with codependency behaviors. So that could be jealous. Yeah, this person's going to struggle with jealousy whenever it comes to other people being around you, them being jealous of the fact that you're spending more time with their friends than them being really possessive over you. Yeah, that's what this person's struggle is going to be. But with the Justice card, they're still in alignment with you, and it's just because they love you so much and they don't want to lose you. And on top of that, not only do they not want to lose you, but they're so possessive over you because it's like you're such a precious gem to them. You're just such a unique little thing that nothing can replace. And I don't want anyone to hurt you. I don't want anyone. They will go off on someone if they look at you the wrong way. I'm not even joking. This person gets so triggered easily and gets so into their shadow real quick towards people who they even think are even doing you wrong or are perceiving you in the wrong way. They get very, very defensive for you. I mean, but with the devil and the justice coming out on their side, this is just giving masculine vibes. But just to beautifully sum this up, all over here, this is the Four of Cups waiting for their opportunity to approach you right now in the current moment. And over here, it's you're literally, if anything, they're thinking about you way more than you are of them because you are out doing your own thing. You got stuff to do. You're just waiting for the moment until this pentacle shows up and like knocks down a cup, and you're like, oh hi, and like that's when this is gonna start blossoming and triggering all this. But you already know this is gonna happen. I feel like the only thing you didn't know was the advice that Spirit told you about you needing to be a lot more playful and be way less critical over their red flags and just still get to know them. Don't let that stop you. So yeah, that's all I had for you. I if y'all get to meet each other and this goes off and y'all end up having connection, look, this is loyalty to the max. This is like what a relationship should be. This is very, very beautiful. Okay, please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who chose in pile two. Okay, I was getting with the win or lose whenever I put down this card that the Ace of Swords was being painfully pulled out from that card, but it just did not want to. And you had nothing but swords cards come out. So let's just begin. I got a picture for y'all. I'll put it on the screen. This is supposed to represent how this stranger perceives you, thinks of you. It's a gorgeous picture. The messages are so empty. Yeah, you mean nothing to this person. Like you're just like everyone else. Like you're just another passerby. Or like you should take no offense for what I just said in their perspective, because it's like we have absolutely no connection at all. This person has no desire to even start something with you. Keep in mind that this reading's still going to continue, okay? And a lot of cards came out. I'm going to do 3 different sections. In the second section, a lot came out, so we'll just read it. I'm getting specifically that this person wouldn't understand why you would even ask about them, like in a pick card reading, let's say, or even ask about them from other people, because you both absolutely know nothing about each other. And I'm really getting on this person's end. They don't really know of your existence, or they've never delved too much into synchronicities with you, let's say, even if it was divinely orchestrated for y'all to be together. But yeah, that's it. Are y'all this person's like stalker? Sometimes with these spirit card readings, I really go to an extreme scenario. There's a reason why I clicked on this, y'all. Okay, so this is them with the Nine of Swords, with the Darkest Fears, and you're the Fool in reverse. They have like a this distaste for you. They don't like the ring of your name. It's because of the person that you are. So that's why I was saying, like, are you stalking them? Let's say in the astral realm or spiritual realm, I mean, if you are trying your best for them to think of you or catch their attention, if you do spell work on them, honestly, it's just making them want to hate you more. The more you're trying to chase them, even spiritually, through spell work, whatever you're doing, and you don't understand with the form reverse because it's like they have like a mirror around them, like a bunch of mirrors, and you're trying to shoot your laser beam and it can never penetrate them. And the reason why they're being divinely protected from you is because I'm hearing of your dishonesty and disloyalty. So if this was an ex, y'all, like, not only do they not want to get back with you, but this is how they perceive you too. With the full in reverse, it is what it is. Like, it's true. If anything, the way that they would perceive it is that you're in denial about stuff. You don't want to accept certain truths because they're coming up as nothing but sword suits. And you're coming out here with a fool in reverse. So that's you recklessly being a fool. You're the type of ex where you would knock on their door and first off they would be like, why are you even here, Pal two? Like, how did you even know I lived here? And then you're like, well, it's just because I'm having this trouble, like this trouble, like please, I swear, I'm only gonna stay over here for like a little bit, but can you just help me with this? So then they're like, you know what? Okay, fine. But come in. First off, they would not let you. But even if they're just being, let's say they're having a great day, they're like, you know what? Fine, my ex, come in. You would want to have sex with them. Like that was the point of you going over there, and just, they just see you like a fool. Okay. And you know how I said over here that Ace of Swords was like kind of dreading to be pulled out from the five, but it needed to be done. So over here, this is all aligning with their perception, and this is you, how they see you. So they feel like you don't want to let them go. You're having a difficult time processing that they don't love you, honestly. They don't even care about you, y'all. And I'm getting like the more pain in the ass to them, the more legal repercussions that will follow you. I'm just letting you know, I'm warning you. They are not afraid to sue you. They're not afraid to put a restraining order on you. They will do it. They're not afraid to either because this person takes a lot of pride in their protection and their security. And I'm getting that this person's also really resourceful. Maybe they have connections. So just leave while you can. To like this type of person where they will rip the band-aid off, as in like they will tell you like you're delusional, you're this, you're that, like everything that they're thinking about you, they don't mind telling you, but they just see it as like you'll probably come back and still be stabbing your sword in the ground. Like they just want the sword out of the ground. They just want to be left alone. And honestly, the way that they've been perceiving you is with two majors. With the Empress, it's you have so many things going for you, pal. Too, you're a great person. You can do great things in this life. Just go and find someone else who wants to be in it. Like, because I'm not having it, or they don't want to be a part of your life anymore. They just want you to flourish on your own. They don't even have ill intentions or ill will towards you. They want the best for you, and the best for both of you is to forget about each other, stay out of y'all's lives. Okay, well, this next pile is going to be this person's actions towards this connection. Y'all, I cannot make this stuff up. Y'all literally have like leaving cards, bad cards, sad cards. You got the Ten of Swords two times, y'all. Here is the Six of Wands next to the Ten of Swords, and underneath the Ten of Swords is this card, the Helpless and Hopeless card, which is the Eight of Swords. The phrase I was getting, I assume this is what your person's saying, right? With the Libra and the Ten of Swords is, I'ma take legal repercussion on your ass. So get the fuck away. This person really thinks that like you're the type of person who will like break into their home or follow them at work or find out their schedule. This person will literally defend themselves. Like they'll use pepper spray on you. And I feel like this is what they openly even show you, what they tell you. And then with the this is the Queen of Cups, and then with the Leo in reverse, you being like, oh, stop being so dramatic. You don't understand. That's why they think you're so delusional. You're not listening to their words. They mean what they say. This person's been coming up with nothing but swords cards. Remember how I was mentioning the justice card is a Libra card, but it's like a swords card. To me, they were aligning with like justice. And it's the same thing here, especially with this coming out too. And to them, they see it as, do we have to do this the easy way or the hard way? Because they keep on trying to do it the easy way, where they don't have to sue your ass, where they don't have to put a restraining order on you, where they don't have to like ruin your reputation. Like right now, they're just keeping everything in. They still want the best for you. To them, they see it as the best option for you is to walk away with the Eight of Chalices. But at this point, you keep on being so persistent, annoying them, nagging at them, crossing too many lines. You're not accepting their boundaries. And they see it as, well, fine, then like it looks like the Tower card's gonna have to happen with the Five of Cups, where you're like annihilated, like you're sent to rest. Maybe that could mean they want to shoot you, or they could end up shooting you. But I'm more of getting you're heartbroken and you're at a loss because you're coming up as nothing but cups. So you keep on making emotional reactions towards them, and they're the opposite with a sword suit. They're thinking nothing with a mind. So it's you having to rest with the actual truth that your heart is broken. But you could have not gone through legal repercussions. They didn't have to physically hurt you until you just got it through your head. Before with the Eight of Cups, like, you know what, I should walk away. I should have some sense of reason. But they think that that's not what's going to happen. They think that they're going to have to take severe repercussions, severe actions, so that way stay away from them. They're trying to save you from social annihilation, for your record to be clean. They don't want to have to do this, but they will do it. I'm telling you. Yeah, and when I was putting down the cards, I kept on getting this song, the rock song, and there's a lyric where it's like, sometimes goodbye is a second chance. And I'm really getting the song being channeled from here over here with the Eight of Swords. They feel like this obstacle, this hurdle is you with this Ten of Swords, and they can overcome it with the Eight of Swords. And once they overcome you, they can blissfully live their life without feeling like they're in danger or fearing your actions towards them. They just want to live a happy life. You're stopping them from doing that. Keep in mind, this is how this person views you. I don't know if this is actually true. For all I know, this person's a narcissist. Okay? Fine with even interpreting it this all. Because you're asking about a stranger's perspective. So, okay. This next pile is going to be either spirit's view on the person or their advice that they would like to give towards this connection. With the Sun and the Saturn, Spirit views this person as they need to be vindicated from this connection. Also, I'm getting with the Saturn, Spirit feels bad that this person is put in this situation that you both are in, that they're put in this connection, and they're going to give whoever you're asking about massive reward and abundance once they're able to fully detach themselves from you and able to fully move on from this connection. They're rooting for this person to leave you in the past and all the negative impacts that you've had on this person. They're rooting for this person's healing, and they really believe that this person can move on to bigger and greater things. And they just hope that this person's will help them pursue a better life for themselves. They know that this person can do it, but with the Saturn, it's just a hard karmic lesson they have to learn with you. So I said what I said, but with the steel right next to the Saturn, it matters on how this person deals with this connection, on whether they're going to get the karmic rewards that they deserve for dealing with you. Okay, so if this person causes you any physical harm, even the pepper spray, y'all, this person's karmic reward is going to turn into karmic debt. So the karma is going to be flipped. So the massive reward is going to turn into a massive debt. But if with the seal, if this person decides to legally pursue things, to make sure that they get compensation for whatever they've been through with you, put a restraining order on you, handle things like that, then that's whenever they're going to receive the massive reward. So it matters how they deal with it. But with the sun aligning with the Saturn, I think that they are going to deal with it legally. I mean, it depends on person to person. I don't know how violent prone your person is. But with the Shine card, that's supposed to represent you. And Spirit's also saying, like, you also deserve to be vindicated from this toxic connection. You deserve to move on. You deserve better with your life. I just don't think you're going to receive any type of karmic reward for letting go of this person. Do it for yourself. Do it for your own healing. That's how they see it. You see, the sun was on top of the Saturn, and you're still on the bottom. You're not next to the sun. You're over here on the bottom with the Saturn. So the spirit sees it as you still have a lot of work whenever it comes to karmic cycles, whenever it comes to whatever connection you had with this person. So if you had a friendship connection, you're going to continue this with someone else. So you need to heal from this. If you were romantically interested with this person, then you have romantic things to heal within you, or if this was like a familial connection, then so be it. I know this is a pick card where it's like, oh, well, what does a stranger think about me? But you're asking about someone that you had a past with. They're trying to be a stranger to you now. Maybe that's why you thought that that play on words would be okay. So, yeah, I just wish the best of luck for you, pal, too. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and I hope that you can use this reading and, just better your life. Bye. Hello to those who chosen pile 3. On the bottom down here, with the Empress, you got the lava, ice, and Mars. And I'm just letting you know because I'll probably talk about it. You can't even see it. I literally randomly, from a random generator, I have hundreds of photos from Instagram that I saved into an album where I'm gonna use, for the intention for a pick a card reading. And I had a whole bunch, y'all. The number generator decided to choose this photo. I'm gonna put it there. Okay, I'm just trying to give this backstory because I swear to God, I'm not trying. It's not like if I'm just choosing out of like 20 photos, I have a whole bunch. And this card came out for how the stranger thinks of you or perceives you. It says, if we never meet again, it's probably because I'm avoiding you. And he's flicking you off. I will also have the artwork, the link to the artwork down in the description. As I was putting the cards down, I was channeling that song by Big Bang, which was like a K-pop idol group back then, and the song called Bang Bang Bang. Like they made a song called that. I think this person puts on a front. So the skull there, I mean, Lil Skeleton, he's actually really sad on the inside, like really, really depressed, like about you and the circumstances that you're in. And I think this person is the talker. This person probably cusses you out, probably talks shit about you to other people, is disrespectful towards you, acts disrespectful towards you in front of your face, bold faced. But it's because on the inside they're very sad. But they're sad because of you. I don't know what happened here. And if anything, I know it says if we never meet again, it's probably because I'm avoiding you. But if anything, anytime this person sees you, they want to start something with you. They want to get mad at you. They want to go off. They want to start a ruckus. It's so odd. I want to compare this. What are they called? Those back then, people would have like trollish toys. I think they were like trolls, and they were in a movie and they had like spiky hair. And during the day, they were all cute and cuddly and like adorable. But then at night, like they would turn into freaking little monsters, little demons. That's the kind of vibes this person's giving off. But on the inside, they feel like a cute little troll. They're super sensitive, really emotional. But on the outside, if anything, this person is mean to other people too. This is how they built their persona. All right, well, let's just begin, okay? I'm gonna start reading over here. Are y'all in a relationship? If you are, obviously this is why this person's sad and mad. So this is how spirit's setting it up for me. On the top, it starts up with the King of Wands, with the Scorpio and the Storm. It's like whoever you're asking about the stranger, right? Is sitting there on the throne, decides to sit down, has that book in their hand, and is like, well, in God's name, on my mom's grave, I'm gonna fuck shit up. This person's so confrontational. Like, this is how they cope with feeling hurt or not being hurt, especially if this person represses the way that they felt towards you. So, okay, I'm gonna go about this two ways. I'm getting I'm supposed to go about three ways. I'm only thinking about two ways right now. You have not interacted with this person, or if you've known this person from the past, maybe like they're an ex, or if they're business partner. So I don't know why this would pertain to business, but let me start off with a stranger you have not even interacted with. So this person has genuine emotions and intentions towards you. They care about you. They want to see you thrive. Like, they have loving feelings towards you, but handles their love and emotions with confrontation and anger. And those people that only know how to express themselves like that? Like, that's how this person is. This person wants to steal you from your man. Like, they're planning to steal you, take you for themselves. They are going to win. They are going to win. And with the Scorpio, it's like, I'm going to do anything to get pile three. I don't care if pile three ends up hating me and I end up being in a circumstance where it's only me and pile three. I don't care because I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it work whenever we're done. Okay? It's, like, I'm going to get pile three. I swear to God, I am. So here's the fucking plan. I don't give a fuck if I gotta ruin some friendships. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna hit pile three. Okay? That's how there's. Okay. I'm gonna jump out of that energy because I feel so intense right now, so much passion and intensity. Oh my god. Okay. So now the next person, if this is your ex, if this is your ex, this is a lot more hatred. Okay, so they're sitting down on the throne, right? Pile 3 did this to me. Pile 3 did this to me. They did this and this. Pile 3 said this and this and this. And they remember every single little freaking detail that you did wrong in the relationship. So now with Scorpion the Storm, I made this list and now I'm gonna share it to the world. I'm gonna make sure everyone around them knows. I don't give a fuck if it's strangers. Every single time I see this person, I'm gonna yell at them. I'm gonna start a fight and I'm gonna start spilling all the tea. I'm gonna expose Pile 3. Okay. Now, if it's business. If it's business, I think it's genuinely like they just want to work alone. That's so weird. I started channeling like for the business, and my tongue feels like there's ice on it. What does that even mean, man? If this is business, I think it's the complete opposite. So I think this person actually has a calm, cool, collected attitude, and they have a fuck you attitude to anyone who does them wrong. But overall, they're actually a pretty nice person. And then over there in the throne, right? They're saying in like a British proper accent, like, I'm going to fuck shit. I don't know how to do a British accent. This is their goal. So I think they might use you for their goal. They want to stir some stuff up to get what they want because this is type person where they're like those chess player people, they make certain connections so that way they can get this out of them. Yeah, but if anything, if this is business, they actually really like you. And they have a lot of respect towards you. They just don't tell you anything about that. Now let's move on to the next section, y'all. Whew, on the bottom. So once again, this is strangers, okay? Y'all have not talked, and they see you as the Empress. Y'all don't even know these past three piles. The Empress keeps on coming out to represent you. They have this very confrontational way of going about their feelings, and they see you like on the same wavelength. Like you have a spicy go-getter personality just like them. They probably think that maybe on the inside you're also a gushy person too, because that's their way of projecting. And with the boil and the lava, you also have a short temper. They see a lot of qualities in them in you too, but with the Empress, it's like you're fucking sexy, like you're hot, you're my type, you're my type. think that y'all's personalities can really get along well, and they specifically like your music taste or creative spice to things. So if you have any business ventures whenever it comes to the creative arts, they're like a fan of you. They think that you look beautiful too, dressing up or doing whatever you love whenever it comes to creativity. So dancing arts, I don't know what else would be creative. Even OnlyFans, they're like, yeah, that's right. You go get it. You get that money. This person's all for that lifestyle. Do it if you do it. You really have a spicy, sassy attitude. And with the ice and the Mars, they see you as like you're a very go getter person. You're very straightforward. You're just like them, but you have no idea that they exist because if you did, then you would be showing them, like going after them too, pursuing them because you expect reciprocation. But with the eyes, you have no idea that they have these kind of feelings towards you, that they even like you, that you're fucking sexy, that if this person's super dramatic. So this person's probably like, she is wifey material. I'm gonna wife her up. I'm gonna steal her. So yeah, that's it. And if this was your ex, they don't see you as the empress. They see themselves as the empress. They think that you think that they need to calm down, and they actually agree with you. They actually think that they need to calm down on fucking shit up. But with the boil and the lava, they see it as, but you don't understand this hatred, this resentment that I feel towards you. So how else am I supposed to let it out? So I don't think this person knows how to cope with whatever has been done between y'all. So it's like I need to let it out. I need to, like, a volcano, it's gonna burst eventually. It's gonna burst, and whenever it's gonna give warning signs, it's gonna burst, and then boom, like it can't be helped. That's what they think that you don't understand about them. They think that you think that it's all planned and calculated whenever they're doing their outbursts, but honestly, yes, they did make a list of everything, but they just memorized that list and they're just spewing it all out. So in a way, to them, it's like it's not planned that I was going to tell you this and this today, or that I was going to meet you up today. It just so happened that the universe aligned to my plans. So I'm gonna just enact on my plans, like, but this feels really selfish. And the explosion, the devil, and the two of swords, and over here with the knight of swords, that's supposed to represent whatever this business relationship is, if that's what you resonate with. This person thinks you're fucking hot. Like, oh my God. Like, this is even worse than if they're an actual stranger. This is like them, I assume, with business, they see you around work, the suits that you put yourself in, the way you dress yourself up, like the way you carry yourself. This person gets really wet or like really hard real quick. Just even looking at you, even hearing your voice. It's so sexy. You're so fine. And you have no idea what you even do to them. And with the Knight of Swords and the Two of Swords, they're going to set things up where you're going to be forced to listen to them and be submissive to them. So you know how I said initially that they had a goal and they want to use you for it? I think their goal is to lure you in and definitely sleep with you. And this is the type of person where they want it like an office affair. But keep in mind with the Knight of Swords too that you're not the only person that they would like to do this to. So let's say if they were to keep on setting up situations and you're not falling for the bait, you don't want to sleep with them, then they're just going to pursue someone else to satisfy it. Ones that they're really objectifying you, by the way. You're one of the best ones to sleep with. You're the one that would give them the most satisfaction. And you have no idea, but they've already set things in motion where you have to interact with them, and they assume that they can get what they want out of you, but the only way that they can't get what they want out of you with the two of swords is with honesty and respect. So that's with you respecting yourself or you only wanting to follow the rules, and with that it's like I can't have an affair with you. That's the only thing they see as stopping it, is your morality. Wow. Okay, well, now this is gonna be on what is this person's actions gonna be towards you. In all the above scenarios, I'm going to once again reinterpret them differently, but I'm just letting you know that by the time they take this action towards you, their sexual desires, or the the sacral chakra is about sexual energy, that is on fire, lit on fire. So if this is your ex, then it's not that they're feeling horny about you, it's just like, the passion and expression is just really lit up. And with the others, it's them, they want to sleep with you, so like it's really bad. So if this is a stranger with the Fool and the Two of Wands in reverse, they're going to take a leap of faith towards you. Now, this feels like a spontaneous person because this person keeps coming up as wands, and they're going to be successful in entrapping you. They don't expect you actually to sleep with them like on the first day. For them to entrap you and like you have a rapport with them, you start talking with them, you get their number, this person will want your number. I'm just letting you know. And they're gonna be successful in getting it. But this person seems so fucking funny, y'all. Like, with the Two of Wands in reverse, imagine in the background a choir's like, oh, and then there's, as that background music is going, they're like, of course, this is divinely guided. This is divinely orchestrated for me to get this beautiful woman's number. Oh, I've been wanting this woman for so long. Oh, about time I get it. It's like that. So dramatic. And with the moon in reverse, this person is gonna make it really obvious. They don't give a fuck that they like you. So if you're in a relationship, they're gonna take you, once again, they're gonna take you away from your man, your woman, because you're for them. Let's say like there should be a status difference. You know how societally like people interact with certain people differently because of status. They don't give an F about status. They don't care if your people is going to judge them for interacting with you. They don't care if their people going to judge them for interacting with you. They don't care. They're going to make it happen. Whatever's happening with you. Like everything's out in the open. How I said the sacral chakra really shining and like it's really intense. So that's where I was getting it from the Two of Pentacles. And with that in mind, they're gonna keep on being very persistent and pursuing you. You think that they're the bad option, or you think that there's better options, but they're gonna show you that you should take their cup or their love and you should really follow that because that's the best way. That's the best path. But you don't see it right now, but they're gonna help you see it. If this is business, their plan's gonna like backfire. They already had a plan set in motion, multiple plans set in motion to make sure that you were going to get with them. But with the Two of Wands in reverse, it was divinely orchestrated that these things never worked out. So let's say if they scheduled meetings with you, if they scheduled a lunch with you and some other coworkers, it just never worked out to where they could get you alone. They could isolate you or they could penetrate you, to be honest, let's be real, because that was their goal. And with the moon in reverse and the Two of Pentacles, they see you as like the one who got away. So I think that they're gonna move on to someone else to sleep with, but they hold a place in their heart and in their mind. I think it's mainly in their mind for you because you're like the one who got away. Like while they're sleeping with other coworkers, like afterward, like post nut clarity or something, they'll just be like, should have been doing this with pile three, but it is what it is. They don't really care. It's super superficial. They saw you superficially, therefore they have superficial thoughts about you still. Anyways, so this is your ex, right? And I already told you, oh, well, if this is your ex, that they are going to call you out so many times, like in person, very confrontational, and they're having the time of their life with the Fool, calling you out. And with the Two of Wands in reverse, once all the secrets or everything that you've done to them is spilled out and everyone knows about it in y'all's circle, in your circle especially, they're just gonna leave you alone. Because yeah, I already got what I want. And they're very satisfied and feel very successful in whatever the outcome is or whatever their actions are. With the moon in reverse and Two of Pentacles, this was their way of healing from whatever y'all went through. So now that everything's out in the open, now that everything's been exposed, they can now just move on to a better, bigger life and just forget about you in the past. Okay. So now this last section is going to let you know spirit's perspective on this person and or any advice that they would like to give towards you to you about this connection. I'm getting a lyric to a song by one of the Jonas Brothers, and he's like, I still get jealous. Spirit seeing it as this is a karmic connection and this person isn't meant for you. And this is like a lesson that's kind of sent to you for karmic justice to pursue or to ensue. So, with the business thing, the way it played out, this person is just meant to see you in a high regard for maybe in the future for things to work out for you. Maybe they would choose you to give a promotion to than the other people that they slept with. So ironic, like it just benefited you. If this was the stranger who had never talked to you and then they started talking to you, they have to learn something from you. But with the universe card and the air, I don't think that y'all are gonna take it like to the next step. I don't think y'all are going to be in a long term connection. I'm not even surprised if y'all are not even like a long term friendship. It's just kind of like another one that this person was infatuated with. This person will just move on to the next one. Or if this was your ex, this was your ex's way of getting karmic justice was to air out laundry, but with the universe was on their side whenever they were doing this. So it's like the universe already knows how this person is, and this was this person's way of karmic justice. I think that's just it. It's just another karmic lesson, is what Spirit's saying. Okay, please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who chosen pile 4. As soon as I put down these cards, y'all, I already got this was going to be a real spiritual reading. So you're probably really far in your ascension process. I'm gonna be doing 3 different sections for what the stranger thinks of you. This is the first one, and this is just the overall gist of what does the stranger think about you. And I'm gonna be putting the photo on the. I can't talk right now. It's pretty hard. I'm gonna put the photo on the screen now, and it says we can always begin again. And I noticed when I started putting down your cards, like my tongue feels so dry. I'm just real thirsty right now. Yeah, I think you can hear from my throat. I'm not okay. This is a part of me channeling, right? And this is like analogous to your reading. I feel like I'm in my teenage years where my voice was kind of fluctuating really bad. And once in a while, I would go like this, like squeaky. Spirits let me know it's like a primordial connection. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you know what that means. I guess I'll interpret the picture later because I'm just channeling from these cards. So Spirit's letting me know this is the World card, and you both are old souls. If you believe in twin flames, then so be it. But I personally don't believe in the concept of twin flames, especially because it was technically appropriated from another culture. It's like a whole thing. Like if you really do research on it, it's not meant for all of us to take for ourselves. Look, the reason why I'm saying this is because you both are old souls, and I think the reason why I was so thirsty right now, and I feel like my throat's really closing up, is because you both in this life, like your souls have been yearning for each other, have yet to achieve that togetherness. So I'm not surprised if you haven't talked with this person or if you have yet to meet this person and maybe you're asking about my future spouse or my future husband. I'm gonna go about this in those two, okay? Okay, well now I'm getting to look at the picture. I guess I had to say that. This is bad, but this is bad in a good way. So in the first pile, super spiritual, like they were meant to be. This one is the same way, but this feels like you both are mature. In the first pile, like the other person needed to catch up. You both are at each other's levels. Y'all are vibing high. And I'm just letting you know, because this is a stranger. Once you meet them or once you start talking with them, y'all are going to bring out nothing but the best qualities in y'all. That's all that's going to be highlighted. This is a super positive connection that y'all are going to have in the future. This connection is literally fated. Like it's insane. I'm saying it's insane because I've never experienced something like this. This gives me the vibes of we're living in a matrix. We all, our souls to bond with one person. It's a matter of us breaking through the matrix, both of us breaking out of the matrix, and then after that, meeting each other. My point is saying that is, I think that you both have had like a lot of soul growth. You both are so freaking spiritual. Y'all are not on some of that fake shit. Y'all have been through it. And then I'm getting the word Kundalini rising. Okay, I'm done with the photo. Now I'm gonna look over here to the main message about how they feel towards you. I keep on getting like grandeur interpretations, like prophetic, whatever's gonna happen between y'all, like something about y'all meant to be. That's why I mentioned that a lot of like the spiritual community, especially on social media, believes in twin flames. So that's why I mentioned that concept. But I feel like twin flames in itself is too low vibing for that term to conceptualize what I'm trying to describe to you right now about the future of y'all's connection. This is too highly evolved emotionally, spirit on all aspects of life, people coming together and literally raising their frequency on earth, even if it's just a tad bit. I'm saying that, but an analogy I would like to also say with that is, so you know how there was a horrible earthquake in Japan like a few years ago, and it was so bad, the caliber was so bad that it moved the poles. We have like a magnetic field. It moved both of those poles slightly, like a tiny minuscule amount of degrees. That's crazy how it literally shook the earth, that earthquake. But that's what this feels like, but on a vibrational level, like on a heavenly level, bro. Wow. This whole channeling, I've just been looking only at the world card. I have yet to interpret the other ones. With the Sag being in reverse, that is really emphasizing to me the regular human consciousness perspective cannot understand the potential and the greatness y'all's beings together is blending of beings is gonna be like is gonna bring on this earth. Because on the surface level, it could seem to others like y'all, oh, y'all are the perfect couple. Y'all are meant to be. Y'all are so healthy. How do you do it? But it's more than that. It's like Akashic records because I feel like written in the stars, yeah, that's the universe's plan. But this is like Akashic records, as in like y'all's past lives. Like this is so much more than just written in the stars, just for your life plan. This is something I can't even conceptualize, and I feel like crying because I cannot. I'm too scared to get into it. Something I would like to preface for y'all is that this reading is really intimidating me and scaring me because I was experiencing withdrawal syndrome from a certain medication a few months ago, and I am still experiencing the effects, sadly, of that medication. But I would suffer from randomly, this sounds weird, I know, randomly getting high, so high that I would literally black out like if I took a bunch of hallucinogens and just hallucinate. And then I would get out of the high, I would feel exhausted, tired of like mental fog, and then it would hit me again. And it happened to me throughout every single day. And I did not know what to do because I was not in a financial situation to receive help or to get in any more debt. And then that was when I was able to look, I'm doing better now. That's the point. I was out of it for like a month. I was not in a good place at all. I lost control of my mind. And this has kind of reminded me of the hallucinations that I was seeing. And one of them that I saw, it had to do with my sibling and I, and someone training us with codes. That, along with so much other of the hallucinations, made me think that this life was not real. Not real. So I feel like you pile 4 and whoever you're asking about, whether you're going to meet them in the future or this is the actual stranger, y'all are definitely in this lifetime going to get to a point where, you know what I was telling you that I experienced? Y'all could be able to endure it and not be able to lose your mind, not be able to question your own reality, not make it contemplate on you, becoming suicidal or something. Like y'all can handle so much massive spiritual downloads. I understand the depth, not how bad, how hardcore and massive y'all's power is to even be able to handle spiritual power, to be able to handle these kind of downloads. Like this is y'all unlocking like why we exist, why the universe is the way it is, and who exactly is the creator. Y'all are getting the answers to life on earth and also life on other planets, like life in the universe. So now I'm done channeling it. Wow, I can't believe I needed to get that message out there. It's kind of a soft spot to me, to be honest, about the experiences I had during that withdrawal syndrome. But I mean, I'm still alive today, luckily, and it made me more grateful for my surroundings. Anyway, well, I got kind of tired. I'm gonna go on to these other cards, okay? With the third eye chakra, I'm getting that you both. Wow, this is supposed to be how this person thinks of you, but Spirit just giving me downloads about what's going to happen in y'all's connection. You both are meant to pursue a field where y'all are fighting for justice or fighting evil. That could mean lawyer, could also mean like a spiritual practitioner who helps with like exorcisms, helps with undoing curses, helps free blocked chakras. Like there's so many ways that you can go about this, but I'm sure you would know your calling at this point. Y'all, this is insane. But with the moon card, I'm getting that it's not the right time. So it's not the right time for you to meet them. Or if you know this person, it's not the right time for y'all to even get to know each other and be a part of each other's lives for a long, long time. Like if you're watching this and if you're younger, y'all are meant to come together whenever y'all are much older, much more wise, and just know with the moon card too that no matter the distance y'all are at, even if y'all never communicate in years and somehow y'all end up meeting up together, that y'all are always on the same vibrational frequency. This is like, you know how we cycle through good and bad times in life? Y'all go through those same cycles, the same severity. If you experience something traumatic, this person also experiences something as traumatic, and it's just vice versa. And y'all's life plan just ends up aligning to the T. Like, I'm sure y'all would think it's crazy how much y'all have in common with y'all's childhoods, or maybe the amount of siblings y'all have, just the negative and the positive experience y'all have had. And with the Nine of Swords, I'm getting kind of the vibes with the world and the third eye chakra where it's all a knowing. Not gonna happen soon, like how I told you, but you are so in line with your intuition, just like this person. Both know that you have not met the one yet, or if this is a stranger that you actually know, that y'all are meant to be in each other's lives, but y'all are not ready yet. And this is with the Nine of Swords in reverse of maturity, emotional immaturity that y'all have to suppress yourselves until y'all know with y'all's intuition that it's the right time to meet each other and talk. Y'all, this is insane. Okay. So next is going to be the stranger's actions towards you. It's crazy the amount of majors y'all just got. You got the Fool in reverse with the Trust, the Two of Listen, which is the High Priestess. That's the first and that's the first two right next to each other. Right next to the Ten of Swords is the Chariot card, and with the 15 Master, that's the Devil card in the deck. And as you can see, it's right next to the Sun. With the Ten of Swords, y'all have a lot of mental health issues to go through. Let me explain. So this Yes, this is going to be their actions towards this connection. I have to keep this in mind, but you have an undiagnosed mental disorder. If that's like not the case, then you are diagnosed, and it's a matter of you learning how to live life with that particular disorder and still healing through trauma and wounds because you still have those trauma and wounds, but it's the same thing with them. Now, if you have something undiagnosed, this is going to be so hard for you to overcome to be able to heal those wounds without a diagnosis. I'm not going to lie. And also, this also could mean that with Ten of Swords, because you are undiagnosed and you are not receiving the proper help, it could hinder you from being able to meet this person in this life. Because before you meet this person, like you have to cleanse, you have to fully, truly, your whole being be cleansed, bro. And I know how hard it is to even cycle through like having to heal and heal and heal, but I'm just trying to let you help you, and spirit's trying to help you too. So I think this is why this is affecting their actions towards you because this depends on you and also this person. Y'all are a literal mirror about the way that you both go about this. But with the Chariot card, it's literally complete and utter trust, like with the Fool, basically, that you both will be able to choose the right, make the right decisions. But it's all up to y'all in this life. It's like literally free will. It's free will for you both to receive help, and then you both will be able to come together. Or if y'all will still have those damaged certain wounds, then you cannot come together. And spirit's letting you know that in both of y'all's lives, if you go about things the quote unquote wrong way, there's no way to do it wrong. You're just being you. If you choose to not be diagnosed, or let's say if you are diagnosed but you still choose not to do the healing, then that means that it's the same thing with them. They're also not doing it. You all both are marrying each other, and with the Ace of Wands, in this life, you guys are gonna have to settle for a soulmate. One of y'all's gonna settle for a soulmate, settle down, get married, whatever. The other one is going to never be in a commitment, and I wouldn't say third party situations, but they're gonna forever be like an F boy and an F girl. I think that right now, because y'all's intuition is intense, y'all would know which of the category y'all would follow, y'all would fall into. With the Three of Swords, this is Spirit explaining to you why y'all are not meant to come together in this life unless y'all have healed all of your wounds, or all of these wounds that have created whatever this mental disorder is, that are related to it, which I think I would just say all of it. But with the Three of Swords, it's because this is such a strong, divinely guided connection that you both don't deserve for it to be tainted, because that will hinder y'all's next past lives. This soul contract that y'all have together is only meant to create good karma between y'all. Nothing but good vibes, y'all. Like literally bad karma out the window. Like we don't got time for this bad karma. You know how I said how influential and insane y'all's two connection is whenever it comes to raising up the frequency of this earth? Imagine if y'all are down bad, y'all's wounds start showing. Imagine how much that would bring down the vibration of this earth. Like you need to realize how intense and special this connection is. Now this is actually talking about the actions, but it's kind of what I told you before. So you're on the top here with the Fool in reverse and the with the High Priestess card. You feel like the feminine, they feel like the masculine, or maybe if you are the masculine, then just I'm gonna tell you about you on the bottom, okay? You are so in tune with your intuition, with the spiritual realm. It's insane. Y'all have access knowledge like no human would typically have access to. And it's because of the person you are. It's kind of giving me the vibes of I forgot that messenger from mythology, from Greek mythology. He was the son of Zeus, that's all I know, and he was like Zeus's like assistant or like right hand man. You're kind of giving me those vibes because whatever you believe in is seeing you like Apollo, right? It's Apollo is seeing you like Apollo. They don't see you as some other human, like they see you so evolved that they respect you, and they don't mind giving you access to information as long as you're going to benefit the world. But with the trust in reverse, they can literally see right through your soul, and they can see all the pure intention. It's like how beautiful and like stunning you are. To leave it off here, you're spiritually inclined in all the aspects of like gifts that you can get from spirituality. What that means is like you don't have one main clear cognizance or clear something. You can kind of tap into mediumship, you can kind of tap into clairvoyance, you can kind of tap into all the clairs, well, whatever, claircognizance, clairsentience, so all of them. Like you just have a little bit of everything, a little bit access to everything. But that's because of the soul that you are, that you're able to have access to like all these abilities. Kind of have the best of both worlds, but you still have to work hard because if you want to upgrade one of these abilities, you have to upgrade all of them, so it's going to take a long time for you to even upgrade them. So maybe that gives you more answers into like your spirituality. So now I'm going over here with the masculine side with the sun and the devil. So this person's calling right now is into the creative arts. So creative arts can be, I was getting specifically athletics, so I'm not surprised if the person's an athlete. It could be art, it could be music, I don't know, dancing, whatever this guy's outlet is, they're fully living in it. And with the sun, they're being super successful and thriving in whatever this creative outlet is. And it's literally bringing them mass amount of abundance. And I think compared to you, I think you're gonna get mad. So, especially for the feminine, because I feel like the feminine had to do a lot of work to be able to just to get where she's at spiritually. But with the guy, honestly, this guy is so blessed and lucky from the universe that he just gets whatever he wants. I'm not gonna lie. He's a really, really, really freaking strong manifester. It's insane. And it's showing like he can be like, I don't even want to work today, but I still want the 800 bucks I would have earned at work. And then he randomly gets a call like 10 minutes later from his friend. His friend won the lottery, and now his friend wants to be able to pay him back. And now he gets 800 bucks or even 1,000. It's probably even more. So this guy gets so lucky, and the fact that he's healing himself with his creative activity, by the way. So that's all he knows how to cope with it. And also with the MasterCard, you both are meant to be super high vibing individuals, and this person cannot forever cope with whatever these wounds and heartaches are with this creative outlet. This masculine still needs to learn how to healthily cope with their wounds and be able to face them because they think that I used this analogy in some other reading. I don't know what it was. It's like a black oval egg that it represents the your trauma and your wounds, and everyone's varies in sizes, right? Matters how much you've healed, matters how much trauma you've received. And it's like they have a black oval egg and it's kind of big and it's inside them. And yes, doing this creative outlet is slowly shedding the black oval egg, but if they continue to only use the creative outlet and not try to face the black oval egg and not actually try to chip at it, which is finding other coping mechanisms or crying, releasing anger, just whatever, negative emotions, or facing the issues, inside themselves, then in this life, this person will not be able to achieve a connection with you. And I'm getting to actually interpret, you see how it's a star, to actually interpret it as a major arcana card of the star, along with the Princess of Cups. This section was supposed to be about their actions towards you, but Spirit is letting me know that you came to this reading way too early. This is way too soon that you were even supposed to find this out. Because, like, whatever I'm telling you right now, honestly, you're probably going to forget about it. You're going to go about years doing your own thing. And then once it comes together or once everything clicks, you're gonna think back to this reading. Hopefully, think back to this reading and be like, you know what, Naomi was kind of right. I saw that reading a little too early, like a little too many years early. Yeah, because this is supposed to be divinely orchestrated, and there's no point in you really knowing about this connection that in their eyes, because they don't want it to stop from you wanting to go off on your own and do your own thing, move out of the country, do whatever it is that's going to be away from this person or the opposite path of this person. If anything, they're encouraging you for you to do that and then do that. for y'all to be as far apart from each other as possible. Now it's gonna be the last one, and it's this is gonna be letting you know Spirit's perspective on this person, and if Spirit wanted to, advise on this connection and how to deal with it. I'm getting drawn to first interpret ice, the Three of Cups in reverse, and astral. I would have never thought about this, but Spirit's letting me know that a way to help your person start facing their wounds, facing their issues in the spiritual realm, like attack them. Start stuff with them. Now, to the average person, they would be like, what the fuck are you saying? Why in the fuck would you do that? If anything, you're just hurting that person. But listen, y'all. I'm pretty advanced whenever it comes to the spiritual stuff, okay? Once you are so in tune with your spiritual body and it's connected, like once your soul is connected with your body, your physical body in this reality, I started noticing after they both merged together, every single time I would meditate, that there was other people I knew or strangers, and it turns out the strangers were like my ancestors or other gods around me, and I was so much more privy to them. And once I started noticing that, especially if I knew them in person, they were telling me their actual feelings about me or their actual issues about me, or they wanted me to help them with certain things, astrally. I think that I'm telling you this because I think you're at that level or you're about to be once you receive like the next spiritual upgrade. You can fight with them. Like you can like physically hit them if you want to. You can talk with them. You don't have to physically fight them, but I'm getting with the Three of Cups to physically fight them. If you're not a confrontational person, you could just start arguing with them, start making them see reason. Because with the lovers, even though spirit did not want you to know, like this feels like prematurely you found out about this connection and the potential it holds. No one at all cannot hide the red string that's like attached to you and this person or whatever color y'all's string is, y'all's lifeline is together, y'all's connection line is. So you can access this person right now, find out who they are, what are their physical traits, and help them throughout this process. But in order to help them, you have to challenge them because this person's being complacent in only this creative outlet being able to heal them. They don't want to do the further insight or work. But with the Three of Wands, Spirit's letting you know, I don't think you have access to this person yet. But before you start arguing with them, you're not supposed to argue with them right away. Like you don't even know them like that. So you need to first like lure them in, have them start coming to you like astrally, have them want to always see you, be with you, and then that's whenever you can start doing this. Because you have to build a rapport with them. And with Three of Wands, I'm learning this too. I didn't even know this too, but I think it has to do with karma because you can build back karma by just confronting this person and just start fighting with them. Because you know how I said, like, this connection should not be tainted at all, and there should be only but good karma being built between you two. I think that's why. I think this is the Knight of Swords. I'm gonna say this is the Queen of Swords. I really don't know. I really don't know these decks like that. But okay, so I'm gonna say you're the Queen of Swords and you're right next to the Lovers and the Dark. I give you this advice, okay, how to deal with this connection, but you're not at that spiritual level yet to be able to do that. You still need more work to do on yourself or more advancing. Probably gonna take you a good at least a year and a half to be able to actually start doing this and get access to them in the astral realm. Just know with the Knight of Swords and with that healing card over there, this person was going to be so receptive to you. It's insane. And you don't even know it because you're far apart from each other, especially with two swords cards coming out. Like, this is only purely astral communication. Later on down the line, you're going to find out that during that time, whenever you decide to reach out to them, build a rapport, and then after that, you start trying to argue with them or start trying to help them see a different perspective astrally, it's like this instantaneously, their physical body is going to have the urge to do this, have the urge to think about this in a different way. But it's only because y'all souls are so aligned and so similar. Y'all are meant to be. Why I'm letting you know. That's why y'all have this effect on each other. And also keep in mind that spiritually, even in the astral realm, even if their physical body is not connected with whatever actions they end up doing in their soul in the astral realm, that this person can also challenge you, can also make you think critically, think differently, and it's going to make you want to change things, the way you go about things in the physical realm too. So, yeah, this is literally all spiritual work. It's insane. Wow. I had done this reading, I'd say a week ago. I would not have known this even existed, but it's only because recently I found out about it. So I think everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why I did this reading at this time. I was supposed to do it 2 weeks ago too, but got sidetracked, you know. But anyways, that's all I had for you, and I wish nothing but the best of luck for you and your healing journey and also your persons. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who've chosen the last pile. Woo! Let's do it. All right, there's going to be 3 different sections, y'all. This first section is in general letting you know how does this stranger feel towards you. And I'm going to put the picture on the screen. I'm going to interpret this picture. Okay, look. This girl, amazing nail art is what she does, okay? There wasn't a photo, so I just took like a screenshot because she was like, it's also promoting her. I mean, in general, any picture I put, I usually link it down below. So yeah, if you want to see her nails, if for some reason you live in Maryland, you can hit her up, y'all. But this is the nails that I was going to use to interpret how this person feel towards you. I don't know, there's something wrong, like something fake. I have nothing against long. I love long nails. It's what I wear, but it's fake. Like I feel disgusted looking at that photo. Like I keep on making faces towards the photo, so I'm literally being so expressive that I don't like it. So maybe this person does that to you, or do you do that to them? No, I think it's how this person feels towards you. It's them being like, I can't stand you. I can't stand to look at you. But this isn't in a, oh my gosh, I can't stand to look at Pal 5. Like this is, I cannot stand Pal 5. I'm definitely getting Virgo vibes, how they see you. So what that means is I've only known like one Virgo in my life, and she was the epitome of what a Virgo is, like the typical traits, and that's like they're very punctual, they're very organized, they got their shit together, they always dress up, even whenever they're going to Walmart, like they just really got it down packed. And that's the way that they see that you present yourself, and that's how everyone else sees it. But it's like, god damn, but as soon as you open your mouth, you're a bitch, or you're rude, you're unnecessarily rude. They don't understand how a person like you has been formed. So what that means is they don't understand how someone like you wants to present physically, professionally to everyone else. So I'm not surprised if you do dress up, or if you got your stuff together. Maybe this is even a coworker and you always look clean and fresh, and every single detail is very precise and there's a reason for it. But God, how do you present yourself like that? But on the inside, you're gross, you're a disgusting bitch, you're mean, you're rude, unnecessarily rude. I keep on getting that. They don't think you're evil. That's a little too much. 'Cause that's them being a little too extra. But I'm not surprised if they talk bad about you. So like with their friends, them saying whenever they see you walk in, look, the devil's here. What's that saying people say like whenever someone evil walks in? I forgot, but I'm gonna stop interpreting the photo, okay? Because it's just disgusting negative perception of you. I don't know if you're like this, but you know what? I'm gonna go with the cards. So the move is the chariot card in this deck, and the lesson in reverse, that's the high priestess in reverse. So with the move, this person thinks that you're fake. You put on a fake persona, a mask, and you don't show everyone who you really are. I could go really positive or negative. I still have to interpret the other ones. This could go to the extremes of you're an even more bitchy person on the inside than what you actually show, and you're actually putting on a mask where you're just tolerating everyone else around you. Or it could be that you have so much wounds to heal inside you. This is how they see you. Keep in mind. You put on a persona where you're bitchy, but in reality, you actually care a lot about other people's opinions. You're actually super, super sensitive, and it's just like a defense mechanism. And this also shows because of like, you know how I said, like, especially if you dress really, really nice to the nines, as they call it. If you don't dress nice or you don't really care much about your looks, then they think that you're just fake and you're actually an even worse person inside. But with the success and growth in reverse, that's the Eight of Wands in reverse, they see you as you have actually made a lot of strides. You're actually really well respected by everyone, even if you have a horrible personality. Like your pedigree speaks for itself, and no one cannot work with you. You know, because like you bring the results. You do what needs to be done. If anything, you add more to the project to make it flourish. They think that you're a really hard worker. Whenever it comes with being a worker and like your ethics too, the way that you treat others in your work environment. They really like your sense of professionalism, but in general, everyone likes this about you, you know? And they can see that you're well respected, especially everyone else around them and others in society. And you have great things going for you and lined up. And with the Eight of Fire, I know it's fire, but I'm getting kind of like Eight of Pentacle vibes, planting your seeds and watching it flourish, you know, actively working on it, and they see you as a very productive citizen in society, and you have great things going for you in your career. Wow, you see, look, a compliment from this person. There you go. But with the Twilight, you know, next to these two cards I've been interpreting, they understand that they have a positive and also negative perception of you, but they know that they don't know you. And with the Twilight, honestly, if they were to end up having positive interactions with you, they would be open to changing their perception about you, especially because the move card is like a Cancer card. They're willing to be like mutable about it. But overall, with the Seven of Pentacles, now it's showing how they see themselves. Either y'all are the same age or y'all have the same amount of experience in whatever career field y'all are in, or something where you both are genuinely like on equal levels. Y'all are just different people. With the way that they view themselves is they need to honestly get it together because you have a more success in the future projected for you than them. I feel like in their career specifically, they feel complacent or tied down to a job that they feel like they aren't being paid enough for, or it's going to take them in a very, very long time to get to where you're at now. But by the time they get to where you're at now, you are already going to be way more successful than them and onto bigger and better things. And that's a really big insecurity that they have that you kind of shine light to. But that's why I said, like, in a way, they respect you, but they would never want to say that because they don't like you, like the way you handle yourself. This person would definitely love if you were to give them some career advice or give them critiques about their work because they really think that you're business oriented. You know, like whenever old people are like stuck in their ways, like that's the opposite of you. If anything, you're bringing in the new generation to the new era. You're the one innovating, and so they kind of aspire to think like you, to have a brain like you, but they'd rather keep that to themselves, rough it out on their own because with it being right next to the move card, that's what they don't like about you, and they dislike you more or think that you're fake, and their negative perceptions stop them from coming up to you or talking with you. And also with the high priestess in reverse, in their mind, like they're in tune with their intuition, they're in tune with God, whatever they believe in, and they think that God's always on their side and God would always give them the push to see things through, even though they feel stagnant right now. They understand also with the Twilight that they have their own unique path. They cannot compare themselves to you. So they have to just keep it pushing. That's how they see you. And I guess one last thing I would like to say too, they would like to hope that you aren't following God's plan or you aren't in touch with your intuition, and that eventually they can have more success than you. That's kind of like their goal. If they were to ever become more successful than you, they would definitely rub it in your face and treat you with the same attitude that you treat everybody else. So, which is really rude and disrespectful and unnecessary comments, probably. Very petty person. So, next one is going to let you know what is this person's actions going to be towards you or towards this connection. I think that's what I asked. So all I'm saying is, didn't I say that they kind of see like a Virgo, and then the Virgo card came out? Anyway, so down here, this is the Eight of Swords, helpless and hopeless, and this is the Knight of Wands, and then this is the Stars card because I don't know if you can see it, and this is Jupiter up here. This is the Devil card with the Jupiter, and I'm getting that song Stir Fry. It's a rap song. I keep on getting food analogies too. I think that's whoever you're asking about, the stranger. I did tell you once again, like the last one, that they did have some insecurities about, specifically their career and how like you're better than them. Especially with the high breezes in reverse next to them, like they were content and trusting in the flow of spirit. And this is showcasing over here with these two cards. Even though they want more out of life, they still have a pep in their step. They're so grateful for what they have. They're still happy. They still have set aside free time instead of just bogging themselves in work. They feel like they're living a perfect balanced life, and they're really, really happy for what is to come, what future blessings are waiting for whoever you're asking about to tap, unlock. And then you're coming up as the Sag and the Stars card. But yeah, I'm really getting a really playful. Sorry, I didn't stop interpreting from them. I'm really getting a playful vibe from this. Like I was dancing, so I should have said that before. I really like this person's energy though, and they keep on coming up as green. So maybe that's like their aura. I just feel like this person's really in tune with their heart chakra specifically. In general, this person feels really aligned. Not saying their chakra centers are perfect, but they're way better than probably other people that they have around them. Anyways, never come down with you. I'm really getting a perfectionist vibe, okay? You just feel very serious and stoic and feel like, this thing like sculpted to the gods. Yeah, it really looks like that. I'm not surprised if you're physically attractive or you just do things where society would consider you attractive. So, what that means is like here in America, a lot of girls get fake lash extensions so that way they look more pretty, or they get lip fillers so that way they look pretty, or they do their makeup a certain way to follow certain trends so that way they look pretty to other people. Like you definitely are on track with trends. And I remember before I specifically mentioned how you have really innovative mind and how you really are about this like new age stuff, helping old corporations, let's say old dogma, conform to the now to be able to advance, to appeal to the younger audiences. But this is really showing in your persona, and you're a very successful person and you strive for bigger and better, but this isn't in a hungry, sinful way. This is in a masterful way. Like, what else can I do to evolve this company, to evolve whoever you're working at, wherever you're working at, to better them so that way other people can have more access to this information, to their services. It just seems like you both, in a way, are energetically aligned. You both do things out of the pureness of your heart, and you both have pure intentions. The difference is that this person is really in tune and loves their heart chakra. And I'm getting the comparison of, let's say, the best way to sleep, let's be real, is on your back, facing upwards, not on your sides. I try my best to do that. But there's times whenever I come home so tired or I'm just so mad and I just want to sleep right after a shower. And I'm like, you know what, F it. I'm just going to sleep on my side. And there's like a specific sleeping position I have where I just sleep on my side, and I just, if I feel so, it feels so satisfying. And I feel like that's the way that certain people feel about certain chakras. So with your person, they feel that satisfying way, they lean towards their heart chakra. So maybe that shows in their personality. And for you, the chakra that you lean towards or that is really expressing your personality is your third eye or your crown. I don't know which one. It's either one. So once again, y'all are on the same vibrational wavelength. Y'all have good intentions. Y'all are good people. The only difference is that y'all express your personalities differently. So now this analogy is continuing on. I swear this is going to go into their actions, okay? The Virgo is right next to the Devil card. If y'all know tarot, y'all, the Devil card is supposed to represent Capricorn. This is already happening now, but it's going to build up as time goes on. This is this person falling for your looks specifically. They're going to start checking you out more. This is someone who tries to exercise self control, especially over their sexual desires and passions. Because Virgo's representing you and being right next to the devil card, the longer they go without talking to you, this is going to be a slow buildup, by the way, because they're both Earth. Oh my God, the sexual passion is going to be so bad. It's going to start building up so bad. Like, this feels like a guy having blue balls. Oh my gosh, but no matter how much they jerk off, it still feels like they have blue balls. Because it's like, I need to have, whoever you are, Pop 5, I need to have Pop 5 in that sexual way. I need it. It's like them craving it. But this is like a yearning. Imagine the look in a lion's eyes whenever he sees a deer and then the lion's really, really hungry. It's like that, that fierceness, that steadiness of the eye and focus, and I just need to pounce on that. But especially because they're keeping all this to themselves, they don't mind knowing that themselves. This person's not about to let anyone know that they have these desires towards you. I'm just letting you know. They're really good at playing off to other people in society. If someone ends up catching them checking you out, they give a good explanation, a really good explanation. No one knows that they're feeling this way towards you. The reason why they're not going towards you because it's like compromising their morals in a way. I think the way that you behave and act isn't the way that they want other people around them to act. They don't surround themselves with people like you and who act like you or who treat others like the way that you do. But this is bad. Like, it's building up long, 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 every single day, every single time they see you. They just need to have you in bed. They don't want to confront the fact of even interacting with you or talking with you, let alone even flirting with you. They don't even like entertaining the idea. But how else are they gonna, let this out? That's all I know. How else? Anyways, moving on with you now on your side. So while this tension and sexual desire is gonna build up for you on this person's side, you're seeing this person as the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. This is more of you viewing them. So this person is literally ignoring you like how they always do. They're treating you the same way. I think because you're so in tune, maybe you have a really good emotional intelligence where you can tell whenever someone feels uncomfortable or they're holding something back. You can tell that this person is having sexual desires towards you and it's starting to build up. You can easily read this person as a book, but I would also like to add I notice that you have this perfectionist attitude. Just your personality is like that, but you're very smart. You're very strategic too, and you can read people like this with a very, very little information to go off of, especially with the Virgo card. You're very, very perceptive. So perceptive. You're so smart. you're going to be able to see right through this person. You're going to see that this person is experiencing this, but you're still doing your own thing. You're still minding your own. I don't think you see this coming because I think that you see this person as they're never gonna get me, let alone actually try to talk with me. So still minding my own business. You're not gonna believe this, y'all. This is King of Wands, King of Swords in reverse. The swords is the complete opposite of the Ursu. So this is the complete antithesis to their pattern of behavior. Not only going to, oh my gosh, oh my god, that's scared me. That scared me. Did you hear that? I think that happened for a reason, okay? You're not going to see this coming. And if anything, after this interaction happens, you're going to look back on it and you're going to feel kind of intimidated. You don't know this person. There's a huge dichotomy. Anyways, with the King of Swords and the light, it's like they can't hold it anymore. They can't hold it. They can't help it. They can't suppress this any longer. Like this sexual, it's so bad. Like they need to flirt with you. They need to flirt with you. At least flirt with you, y'all. But this is like they need to touch your hair. They need it. Ugh, they just need to make a move on you. So my point is like they're gonna pounce on you. You know how I said they were hunting you like a lion? They're gonna pounce on you. But this is so intense. Like here from the Four of Swords, you're literally minding your own. You're doing your own, and they see you as like you do your own thing. You don't even look at them. They do their own thing. They don't look at you. But now it's just. Oh! But throughout this whole interaction, whenever they're trying to woo you, y'all, with their words. They're trying their best to seduce you. They're trying their best to get your number. Like this is they're trying to shoot their shot. And you are super unfazed, calm and collected. Look, I don't know if they're gonna succeed or not. I don't know. Because that's all up to you. But what I know is that in the aftermath, they're going to be embarrassed by the way that they acted and the way that they acted on their sexual impulses, how they couldn't really control themselves because it was very obvious that they were turned on by you. They were sweating, let's say. They looked nervous, but they don't realize how perceptive you are. And you could tell that it wasn't because they were nervous of talking with you, it was because they were so horny that they were like sweaty, something like that, where you can see right through them, but they don't realize it. So they think that you think now, after the interaction, that they're scared of you or they're intimidated by you and they don't like that you have this specific perception of them now. But it's because they kind of let go of themselves and let their impulses run whole interaction. This is the Knave of Pentacles. You see the bunny. It's like, oh, I have another admirer. Okay. Like that. Like you're unbothered by this person liking you. It's a surprise. Like you see how she's writing in that book. They could have even talked to you before and you would have been like, oh, this and this, and you still would have been looking at the book, still writing in it. But they decided to act like this, and then you decided to look away from the book and stop writing, and you're like, wow, did not expect that from this person. Anyways, gonna continue writing. It's like that. You're really unfazed. This person sees that. They think it's unfair. They don't like this outcome. But yeah, it's nothing but sexual desires. They're not really interested in your emotional care. Anyways, now next section is going to be on how does spirit view this person? And if they want to, they can also give you advice on how to deal with this connection. Down here, there's more cards, but you're definitely an earth sign. I keep on channeling an earth sign, y'all. In my pick a card readings, I've been noticing that I am personally an earth sign, but I'm usually not this biased. I mean, it's literally coming out the Queen of Pentacles and the Capricorn. I guess I'll start from the top. So I guess it's starting off how spirit views this person at this moment and definitely in the future. With the Six of Healing begins at Six of Cups, and then there's the Three of Wands. Like how I said before, the longer they go without talking with you or interacting with you, or just not being able to act on their sexual desires, it's going to continue growing. From spirit's perspective, this person is seeing you as that door. So it's a really alluring door. And every single day that goes by, they keep on wanting to just go inside and open the door. Spirit also understands that this person doesn't know why this person is so tempted to want to sleep with you so bad. Like, this is really intense. I'm not gonna lie, like, already channeling this person's energy, I'm already really, really wet. That was TMI, but I'm just letting you know because I'm channeling. Like I end up feeling it. This person has super bad sexual desires. It's off the charts. Oh my god, they keep on just fantasizing and fantasizing. There's only so much fantasizing can do. And with the Six of Cups, this is an F boy and F girl. So this type of person get what they want right away. So this is a lesson in a way of teaching them patience and teaching them sexual control to go about capturing whoever they desire. This person is maybe used to things being handed to them whenever it comes to sexual relationships, or they don't have to do much to pursue. In a way, that's like an unhealed masculine side of them. They're being forced to learn how to heal their masculine energy by simply just watching you. And honestly, with the Four of Cups, that's how Spirit sees you, and you're so unbothered with this person. Like, I know you asked, how does a stranger feel about me? But it was probably just to reaffirm you don't think of this person does not cross your mind at all throughout the day. Even if this person's in your presence, you don't really care about them. You're just doing your own thing. You have absolutely no sexual desire for this person, if anything. It's funny because the Tower card came out twice for y'all. At this rate, the way Spirit's seeing it, they already know what's going to be the outcome, but it's going to be a long time. For a long time, they're going to be fawning over you. If this is with the tower, they had the tower when you're the fool. They're like obsessing over you. They're like seething in this sexual desire. And it's going to come to a point where you're going to end up becoming this person's ideal type, or you're the only person that they want to sleep with. You're the only person that can satisfy them. This is to where like this person starts watching porn. Specifically, look up however you look like. So these two people, you're showing up as two blonde people. So they're looking up on the porn sites like white, blonde, skinny, or maybe pudgy. I don't know, like whatever its specific details that pertain to you, they want to seek it out. They're going to start finding sexual partners that look just like you or have your same attitude. This is the issue too. Okay, this is an issue for them. I think they're falling in love with you, but they don't even know it. So it starts out with sexual desire first, and then they're watching you. And then it starts like now these other women that I'm sleeping with, or this person that I'm these people I'm taking out to dates, and they're not interesting at all because I just keep on thinking about Pop 5. And Popeye doesn't even care about me. They don't even think about me. Yeah, it's whatever. Popeye doesn't even matter. But then they start kind of apologizing about things. Like if they ever think negative thoughts about you now at this point, once they get to this level of they keep on obsessing over you and thinking about thoughts about you, they don't see you in this negative light anymore. You know how I told you that they thought you were like bitchy or you were rude and all this stuff? They now since you're their ideal type, now they want someone like that. They're seeking that out. And at first it's going to start off with them looking at corn or picking out people who look like you in bed. It's going to transform with the tower into them not being satisfied with corn anymore and now only being satisfied with people who have the same personality as you. But this is the shocker. Like, this is why I'm talking all this stuff and now leading to this point. Because with the tower, once they start realizing that they feel such sexual gratification from sleeping with people who have the same personality as you, that's whenever they're going to come to the realization that they're in love with you. Or they're falling in love. They're falling in love. They would not admit that they're in love, but at this point, I think they're deep in it. And it's like, how did I let myself get to this point to be in love with someone who feels absolutely no desire towards me, does not even like me, does not even think about me, who doesn't even notice me? In a way, I don't know why I'm getting this, but like this is kind of traumatic to this person. And I guess because with the Six of Cups, they were a former F boy or F girl, so now them actually falling in love with someone, in their own way. This feels so weird. Yeah, but once they accept that they're falling in love with you, before this, they would be like, I guess I got a crush on Pal 5, but this is them coming to the point where they're like, yeah, this is way more than a crush. Anyways, with the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Cups in reverse, this person wants to impregnate you and you have their children. They want to see you interact with their kids that they're going to have with you. They want to have a family with you, like really, really bad. You know how I said that the point in meeting you was specifically heal their masculine energy and be able to control their sexual desires? This is them now mastering it because the intention of spirit wanting to put this person through this process of sexual control is because now this person doesn't want to share their seed with a bunch of other women. They're not interested now in other women. They're only interested in you. And I'm saying woman because you're coming up as the woman in the full card in the Four Cups. Now they only want you. Now they want to settle down and they want to be with you. But now the issue comes down because once they start acknowledging that they want to have a family with you and they see you as like they need you as their wife, they need you as their wife. This isn't going to take long until they realize that they're falling in love with you. Then after that, it's like, well, now what do I have to do something about it with the Two of Wands. Y'all, I hate this person. I hate this person so much. I hate this person. You know how I told you like I was wet because like I was channeling this person the way they felt towards you. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm getting down here with the Two of Wands and all this stuff, and the sexual energy is insane, and I can feel it. Like I want to start having sex with someone too because this person. Anyway, so with Two of Wands, they set their sights and they decide to take action. I feel so horny. It's not even funny. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Anyways, whatever. This person, I'm gonna hurry this up because I cannot. This is embarrassing that I feel horny. Like it's embarrassing. I'm admitting this to people who are gonna be watching this. Like anyway. So Two of Wands, they set their eyes on you and they start taking action towards you. So this links back over here with the Three of Wands. Now they're walking in the door, and then they see you. They are actively pursuing you, and with the Capricorn and the Queen of Pentacles, I'm still getting sexual energy, and the Tower, they're surprised how fast they get you in bed, like how willing you were to sleep, but in a way it aligns with your detached, like I don't give a fuck nature that you have towards them. With the Four of Wands, they had this fantasy in their head that they were going to seduce you and you were going to be like, oh my gosh, what? I guess I'll go along with this, but like, I don't know, we should go on a few dates. But it didn't turn out like that because the reality is that you're definitely Earth vibes. And with the Capricorn and the Queen of Pentacles, you're just like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? Why not sleep with you? And then you end up sleeping with them. And with the Tower, it's very dramatic because this is them. I'm really horny right now. This is so bad. Each time I look at your person's cards, and they're like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I said to her, ah. But now the challenge is for you to want to desire them. So over here, this aligns with this side of the family. Wow, why, y'all, I'm so horny. This is so bad. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. This aligns over here with their desires to want to have family with you. And now their challenge with the Tower that they are going to be so persistent about, y'all, is to get you to want them and want a family with them and not falter in your loyalty towards them. Whatever you expect out of a partner, that's my point. But remember what I told you? Was it your pile? No, never mind. It wasn't your pile. I was gonna say, like, this person gets what they want. They're used to getting what they want, especially in sexual conquests. So, let alone in a freaking life partner. They're gonna always pursue you. You're always gonna be the epitome of what a divine feminine should be. This just seems so odd how this turned out, right? Right, guys? Very odd. And you didn't do anything. You did nothing, and you had someone fall in love with you. In a way, like, I know they're an F boy or an F girl, but I feel like you're the ultimate F boy or F girl because if you were if you're like, I guess I'll let you sleep with me, but you don't even care about them afterward. You're the ultimate one, you know. You really got them by the balls, y'all. I guess, feminine power. Do whatever you want. It's a weird reading. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Hope this resonated. Bye.